Hello, welcome to Live. I was learning my daily portion of Chokli Yisrael, and I remembered from my teacher, if you're learning Torah, I don't have a Chavrusa at the moment. With Corona, I'm not in the shul, and sometimes I learn on Zoom with people. But right now, I'm just myself, so I thought, well, maybe someone on YouTube will learn some Torah with me. Okay. Let's go. So we're doing the Zohar that's split up by day in the Chokli Yisrael. And this is on the Parshat Tazria. Let's go. Ktiv. Ki tavo el eretz Canaan v'gomer. It says in the Parsha, when you come to the land of Canaan, v'natati nega tsarat b'veit eretz achuzatchem. The end of the pasuk says, and I will place an affliction of tsarat, the biblical leprosy, b'veit eretz achuzatchem, in the house, in your house, in their ancestral land. Shoel. I'm adding in some explanations into here. V'ki agar tavhu diishtakach be'inun zakon lemeil ba'ara, v'chi sachar tovhu sheyimsu negaim be'otam hara'uyim likanes be'eretz Yisrael. The words v'natati nega tsarat, the understanding, the flavor, the coloring of those words is that it's a good thing. It's a good news. I'm giving you this saras in your house. So the question of the Zohar is it a good thing for someone to have saras on his house? Umeshiv, and the Zohar answers, Elahal k'mua la'ashkacha matmonin d'itmoran bebetaihu ula'anahaha lon liYisrael. The reason that the Torah is given saras as a gift, as is explained in the Medrash, shu kedei limtso hamatmonim shehitminu hakananim bebeitam v'leihanos lahem liYisrael. It's in order to find the treasures that the Canaanim hid in the houses so that the Jewish people could enjoy them. The Medrash explains that when the Canaanim left the land of Israel, they hid treasures in the walls of their houses. They hid their valuables. And the Jewish people were living in those houses, but they didn't know about these treasures. So the way that Hashem gave the Jewish people these treasures was by putting tsaras in the walls of the houses. And as part of the process of tsaras, you would sometimes have to break down the wall. And when they broke down the wall, they would find these treasures. Aval Chazes, the Zohar continues, see, Zakan inun Yisrael, dinun mitdabkan bei bekud shabrichu. How fortunate are the Jewish people that they are bound with God. Bekud shabrichu rachim lehu, and Hashem loves them. So this is giving another reason. Dichtiv, as it says in Malachi, in the prophet Malachi, Ahavti etchem amar Adonai, I have loved you, says God. Umigo de richimuta dilei, el lehu le'ara kadisha le'asher shechinte beinayu, because of my great love I have brought you up to this holy land to rest my presence amongst you. For the mehave diureim hon, and to dwell amongst you. V'Yisrael, dishtachun kadishin akol b'nei alma. And so that the Jewish people would be sanctified and holy amongst all the people of the world. Tachaze, come learn. Ktiv, it says in Shemot, V'kol hanashim asher nasa liban, all the women that their hearts were lifted up, V'gomer, and it completes the verse. Bishata dahavu avdin avidita, havu amre da lamagdasha. The women who were weaving and creating artwork and handiwork for the tabernacle, for the Mishkan, as they were doing their work, they would say, this that I'm making is for the Mishkan, is for the holy. Dala Mishkana, this is for the Mishkan. Dala Faruchta, this is for the Parochet, the curtains of the holy. Bishasha hayu osot melacha. V'kein kol inun omanim, and all the other craftsmen and women would be doing this. Begin diyishrei kedusha yadeu, so that their hands would be filled with holiness, v'yet kadash hahu evidita, and their work would be holy. Kedei shetishkona kedusha al yadeim, v'tet kadesh hamalachahi, v'chad salik la'atre b'kedusha salik. When they finished what they were doing, so when they finished the product that they were making and it went in its place, it was built and it went, the whole process was through a process of kedusha, of holiness. Kigovana da man de avid avidita lavodazara, or the sitra achra de la kadisha. Similarly, lahavdil, to make a big separation between the two. But similarly, one who was doing something for idol worship or something that was not holy, kevan de itkarle alahu avidita, haruach misa'ava sharia aloi, v'kad salak avidita b'masava salak. When he starts to do something for the idols or for something which is not holy, a ruach, a spirit of impurity, dwells on him. And when he finishes the work was finished in impurity. It was sealed in impurity. Cananim, palche lavodazara inhu. The Canaanites, the Canaanim, their work was entirely for the idols. Their entire spirit was unified to impurity. Or latinufaihu, with the gululayu, the star misa'ava, all of their buildings were for their idols, for their abominations, for the impurity. V'chad sharon lemivne havo amre mila, when they would begin to build their houses, they would say some kind of intention for the idols. V'kevan de'itakar b'mayhu, since they said it out of their mouth, salak ale ruach mesava, a spirit of impurity went out. Vikad istelik avidita beruach mesava istelik. When they finished the work, it was finished in impurity. Kavan de alo Yisrael ara. When the Jewish people came into the land of Israel, ba kud shabrichu ledak alone, ulakad shalon ara. When the Jewish people came to the land of Israel, Hashem wanted to purify them, purify the land and sanctify the land for them. Ula afna atar l'shchinta, and to clear a space for the divine presence. Dila tishrei shechinta go misa'ava, so that the Shechina, the divine presence, would not dwell with the impurity. Valda bahu negat saras havu satran ben yanin, de ayin vavonin de Davidu mesavu. Therefore, when the tsaras went on their houses, they would tear down the building, the wood and the stones that were made through impurity. Tachazi, see, I ovada da havala ashkecha matmonin belchodai yehadron avonin levatar kema de'inun latraihu va'afra la'atre. Come see. If the reason that Hashem gave us the gift of tsaras on the houses was entirely to find the treasures inside, then you would be allowed to rebuild the house with the same stones and the same brick and the same dirt. Avokrak tiv, but the pasuk says, "V'chiltzu et avanim, v'chtiv ha'afar achar yikach." The verse teaches, put aside those stones, take different dirt. Begin to yit ava ruach mesava, in order to remove yourself from this impurity. V'yit penei v'yit kadesh hashta kimilakadmin, so that this ruach of impurity, the spirit of impurity, should go, and it should be cleared. There should be a clearing for the holiness. V'yit kadesh achshav kemoshe haya betchila, and that the land should be made holy like it was in the creation of the world. V'yishtakachu Yisrael b'kedusha uv'diura kadisha lemishrei beinayo shachinta. And then so that it should be that Yisrael could be in holiness and within a holy dwelling, and to have the divine presence resting amongst them. Vada man divane binyan kad shari lemivne baila adkira b'puma deha lefulchana dekud shabrichu bane. Therefore, when someone builds a house, when he's starting to build, he needs to speak the words that the house is for the service of God. Bidgin dechtiv, hoi, bona beito belot tzedek, says in Yirmiyah, behold, are you building your house without righteousness? Yirmiyah was lamenting that people built their houses without speaking out that it was for the sake of God. When someone does this, he has a special help from heaven. And Hashem prepares a kedusha for him. And he calls out to him in peace. This is what it says in Eov. V'yadata ki shalom ahalecha. And you have known that your tents are tents of peace. Thank you. Have a chodesh tov, a beautiful new month. Bye-bye.